Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Chelsea Road to Glory. And in today's episode, we have the Golazo Promo, which is kind of new, or I should say it is a new promo, obviously, because we've never seen it before. But when this promo came up, I kind of felt like this was just replacing Trophy Titans, which honestly kind of wish Trophy Titans was here just simply because since this promo was mainly just heroes and icons, the Trophy Titans dynamic images were probably like the best because they were using actual trophies, Prem titles, UCL titles, World Cup wins, Serie A titles, all that good stuff. Those dynamic images were pretty nice to see. Unfortunately, this time around we're getting Golazo, which I assume is just like all the best players that scored a good amount. Were on target for either specific moments or just in general. We had Lampard come out. Obviously, I think he is still Chelsea's #1 goal scorer, if I'm not mistaken. So he obviously has a card, and I think that it's pretty decent to give Lampard a card. I kind of wish they give him a slightly bigger pace boost, just because that's kind of his like real weakness when it comes to FIFA. His pace is not that great. His defending is okay. His dribbling is sometimes questionable, especially in a game like this. But whenever I get to use Lampard, it's always a good time for division rivals and squad battles. I rarely ever try Lampard in FUT Champs, even if I get to FUT Champs. But breaking that off just really quickly, this is the first time I actually packed Messi this year. I've packed Ronaldo I think 2 or 3 times at this point, maybe twice that have been in videos, but Messi being packed now so late into the cycle is actually crazy considering how cheap he is. He's like 20 something K, because this market is absolutely on the ground, and it will be further on the ground when footies comes, which is always my favorite time of the year. But Lampard out of the way. First Chelsea Golazo icon that I saw, I think leaked at some point. The second one, Drogba. Obviously, I felt like he was like, this is a promo for him specifically, I think, in my opinion. That card was one I really wanted when he first showed up, and I was like, I literally just came back from using the Winter Wildcard Drogba, and that card was literally one of my favorite strikers in this game. And then they come out with this one, the Golazo Drogba. It's just like, oh my god, I really wanted that card for the team. Obviously, Kerr is she's coming behind Parker. Hopefully, with team of the season, we can get an upgrade for her. If not, we'll try to figure out who to play at the second striker position alongside Drogba. But Kerr and Drogba are just like, it's just literally chef's kiss for me. But there was I think the weight on the heroes was a lot better than I expected. Heroes aren't packed that often, I would say, whenever it comes to like across the entirety of FIFA. Heroes are really cheap, which means that you would think that they're packed like almost weekly, but in all my packs, I don't think I've had a hero come out just naturally across the FIFA since they've been introduced into the game. And here we got Hudson-Odoi, who has like some moments card, which I really liked simply because the card looked great and he fit into one of the new Evos that came out around that time. So he immediately, I had to finish Hudson-Odoi, put him into the Evo, and start preparing all that stuff. But here we got a lot of finished Evos. Mudryk got his upgrade. Leopolds went from an 84 to 89. she's looking great. With every single upgrade, that card just gets like better and better. I cannot wait for her to fit into another one. Maybe down the line during Fuddies, maybe during Team of the Season, who knows. We had Hutchinson get an Evo finally. We got Falcao. I think Falcao might have missed out on the last video because he was an objective after the fact. Because we're already in the new promo, so it doesn't make sense why he was there. But you know, EA. Lampard got into an Evo, which was really nice to do because that makes him the second icon we can use an Evo. Broya got an upgrade. Ziyech finally got an upgrade. He would have had an upgrade sooner, but you know, I gave it, I think, to Cole Palmer at some point. Joao Felix finally gets another upgrade up to an 89. I think he might be great later down the line. Willian here from an 83 to an 88. Willian is definitely one of my favorite players of this year. He carries that Evo team along with Zola. It's like so hard. We got another upgrade for the women's team. We got another upgrade here for the women's team. So the Chelsea women's team is actually doing pretty nice in terms of evolutions that we get to upgrade them in. There are a couple that still need Evos, but it's just kind of hard to like not give the big Evo boosts to the already big cards. So I'm trying to figure out, you know, what to do later down the line, because we've done a lot of Evos. Like if we look at the Evo squad now, post this recording and pre this recording, like the Evo squad is just insane. And you know, the club tour at the end of this game is gonna be wild, seeing all the different teams that we've done, the Chelsea men's, Chelsea women's, past Evos, current Evos, you know, our meta team for FUT Champs. What else am I building? I think I have like one that's like a dream team or whatever. I have one that's like pure dynamics if they're wearing the blue shirt, I'm pretty sure. You know, it's really nice this year in terms of the promos, considering how poor the men have done, how great the women's have done. You know, the women's literally carried in a bunch of these promos. So, you know, there's a big responsibility for the men's to step up next season. But you know, it's been helpful to have evolutions. I think without Evos, the road to glory might have been slightly more dead than it currently is. Obviously, these recordings, you know, they take up a lot of time. I have to actually play the game, get everything ready, you know, record certain things. But without evolutions, I think this game would be pretty dead to me. Just because like there's no reason to play for reds for FUT Champs. I mean, when the reds are literally like decided whatever you want, which I get. It's a lot better to just like be able to red whatever card you want. But you know, FUT Champs rewards were always about the reds. You always wanted a good red. But now you can just have it, which is not, I'm not complaining that we can just have it, right? Because I do appreciate that change. But at the same time, it's just like, I'm not good enough at this game in FUT Champs to just like get rank 1 or whatever, because I don't even know what the rewards are for them until Team of the Season. Like Team of the Season, obviously the rewards are always going to be like, you know, you're going to get a red version of a Team of the Season card that's, you know, the main team or the minor team. I think this time around it's literally just the major team, and then the minor teams are spread across rivals and squad battles, which I think is a very good change. But during the year, I honestly could not tell you why you should play FUT Champs besides just basic rewards, coins, packs. You know, it's very stressful to play FUT Champs and walk away with like, yeah, we're getting maybe 100k in rewards, because you know FUT Champs isn't easy to get to in the first place. So a lot of casuals don't even get to play FUT Champs until a couple months down the line, just because the point accumulation in Rivals is not the highest when it comes to the lower divisions. So you know there's all that stuff. Back to the promo. We have Ashley Cole. Ashley Cole did get a promo, but a promo card I should say, but I was not able to pack him at all, and I kind of waited for the second team because apparently there was 2 teams. Because there was a bunch of cards that were leaked that did not make it into Team 1. So everybody's like, "Oh, we're gonna get a Team 2," and then when Team 2 dropped, I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna need to do wait," which is why sometimes the videos come out late. And in this case, you know, they were supposed to come out before Team of the Season, but you know, promo after promo, it gets kind of rough sometimes to make time for it. I will, you know, once we get towards the summer, I'll probably upload a little bit more sooner rather than later, just because of the amount of free time I'll have at that point. But yeah, we finished Fernando Torres here. I think in this video we also finished Makalele, but you know that will be at another point in time. Another icon that we did get was Marcel Desailly as a center back. He also fit into the Evo that they dropped. They dropped the Evo for the Golazo promo, which I think is absolutely insane to drop an evolution for certain amount of icons that are specifically of this promo, which, you know, that feels dangerous in regards to like these icons. First of all, are not easy to pack, and the fact that they just fit into an evolution for them is kind of insane. But hold that thought. We opened one of the promo packs just because we really wanted any of the icons, you know, and we managed to pack Drogba, Lampard, and Vialli, which I think is how you say the Italian striker's name. And honestly, the Drogba and Lampard duo kind of reminded me of our previous pack pulls with Lauren James and Cole Palmer, like just back-to-back big packs that we opened and we get exactly what we wanted. It's kind of insane. I will say, you know, some people will view this as you know, you spent money to open those promo packs, but I mean they're there for a reason. You know, this team doesn't necessarily need the upgrade, but having the Drogba upgrade was definitely one that I wanted, and the fact that we got it was a very pleasant surprise. And you know, I don't regret having done that. You know, I get to use Drogba now at potentially his peak. I don't know if EA will introduce another Drogba, or maybe they introduce an Evo that he can fit in, which would be insane if they do, like just a icon evolution for any promo card. Would be absolutely insane. However, I would not want to lose the dynamic image background. Not the dynamic image, but the card design, the background. That's the only scary thing about these evolutions. Sometimes, like, EA will release a specific evolution for the promo and not like a general one, and then the evolution doesn't have the design. And it happens a lot, which, you know, you can't complain because the evolution is still going to boost your card, but at the same time, it's like, can the design be a little bit more consistent with what they're trying to go for? You know, like, what was it? Team of the Year had a nice Evo design, which I have on one of the cards, but I literally do not want an Evo Horde just because he's keeping that design. And she's at 88. I think it's a Svitkova. that I have with the Team of the Year nominee, Team of the Year design thing. And the one good thing about this Evo though with the Golazo is that the design just literally comes back. So there's no like combination of Evo and Golazo design with it, but you know, it's kind of nice to Evo the icon and then get the design back instead of just like having the icon in green with like special backgrounds. And I think oh right, the last icon that they did have was actually another SBC. It was another CDM, and it was actually Michael ESSIEN, which I knew as soon as he dropped, I knew that I was going to slowly grind him out, make sure that, you know, we get the fodder at the right time when we can, and then, you know, go about finishing him, you know, sometime down the line, because I think he had maybe 50 days, 60 days, something like that to finish. You know, EA does a generous thing in giving us a bunch of time to finish these icons. But when that Evo dropped and I saw that we had 20 days, I was like, I don't have 60 days anymore. I literally have 20, so that I can finish ESSIEN, put him in that Evo, and then move on. So I literally rushed ESSIEN, which I kind of don't regret, just because ESSIEN right now, him and Conte in the midfield is like my favorite pairing right now. And then him and Loftus-Cheek together in FUT Champs is kind of insane. You know, Loftus-Cheek is a bit of a spoiler, but obviously at the time of, you know, you viewing this, you obviously know that we have a Team of the Season Loftus-Cheek in the actual Team of the Season promo, but you know, that's a little bit of a motion for a later time, I should say. We do have the final pack. I think this is the final big pack, because the next clip should be Michael ESSIEN, and then putting him into the Evo. I went really slow on this pack just to see what we can get, and look at all that. Look at all that prime fodder for ESSIEN. Like, that is just insane. Apart from the fact that there was a bunch of fodder in the front, we actually got a bunch of fodder at the back, which is kind of weird that these cards came in at the end. You know, especially with that double walkout that you saw that went from Vintage to Tonali instead of the other way around. But, you know, EA Sports and their staff, I don't even know what to tell you there, how that even happens. You know, you would think that we understand certain things have certain discard prices, and that determines what goes in front and what comes back. But then we get something like this, and it's just like, okay, I don't even know how you got there, but here we are, Michael ESSIEN, 91. I think the Evo sent him to a 92, but it did give him a good upgrade all around, which, you know, this card already looked great in the first place, but sticking him into the Evo was definitely the best decision that, you know, I could do. I mean, look at that card, look at that upgrade. That's an insane upgrade in my opinion. And we get to keep the design, so there is literally no downside here. And we get ESSIEN into the Evos. And here is the squad for right now that you see all those Evos getting ready to be cooked and upgraded. But I will see you all in the next video. Peace.